LC, and how even though gold and silver prices are just going absolute bonkers out there in the world right now, everybody's looking for something. Thank you. Elias is my stylist. He's the mathematician. He's the bargain master. Thank you.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Wacky Wednesday. Wacky, wonderful, wild Wednesday.
Wild Wednesday. I like that.
Oh, gosh. Now, it's really easy to pick up these items. Every item during the show starts with the word shop, all right? And we're going to communicate back and forth in that chat below. So you type in the word shop. You'll look up you'll see it on your screen up at the top. You'll type in shop and the number on the item that we're in. And you put that in the chat. When you do that, the Shop LC website is ready, awake, has had all the coffee that it could possibly have, and they're going to send you back a link to the item that we're looking at right then and there. When you do that, we're going to take you back to the Shop LC website, the home page, the home base, and you'll see a complete description of every single item. And before we do anything else, those of us who stand in front of the cameras, the big cameras, the little cameras, we actually have the easiest part of the job, just telling you the story. And oh my gosh, I have to show what this looks like. I have to actually wear it. Oh my gosh. But I'll tell you something. I'm not always the smartest gal in the room, but when it comes to picking out bargains and values, I think I do a pretty good job. So type in the number, shop in the number. Shop LC website will send you back a little love letter. And when that happens, you're just going to add it to your shopping cart. And when you type in the word live25, that's your discount code for live streaming. We're going to take 25% off of the item that you're looking at. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee on any item that we're talking about today. And you have a full customer care team waiting for you, the personal shoppers. They're at 888-835-2237. I have to shift gears. It's a different team for our TV viewers.
Got it right behind you as well.
Yeah, and it's right there. So save that number because personal shopping is a different group. They're a different team. That's the team where you'll meet one person and they'll become your jewelry person. They'll become your personal jewelry assistant. Who'd even do that was a thing, right? And it's 100% free. If you get on the line and you follow the voice prompts for customer service, it'll be the first person with a question matched up with the first person who has an answer in that, typical fashion. And it's a little bit different process, but I really do encourage you to meet and greet and get to know a personal shopper. Good morning, Lisa B. So nice to have you out there. All right, let's get you started with your very first item. Now, when you look at the pieces that we have today, they're going to be all across the board when it comes to price points. If I saw somebody wear this at the grocery store, Lisa, what would you think? You would think, oh my gosh, I'm going to look for the Bentley out in the parking lot because it's got to be there. I'm going to look for the rolls. I'm going to look for somebody who comes in and carries her groceries. This one is done in sterling silver, and it gives you a big, bold look at an Italian curb link, but it's got a little bit of an extra sort of fold over, and I'm going to bring this in so I can let you look at it because it's got some diamond cutting on the edges as well. Isn't that great? And it almost looks like a double link. Now, this is Italian made, and it's actually 14 karat yellow gold on top of sterling silver. You see, that's the thing. Even though gold prices are crazy, and a lot of people in this world and today's world have said, "Oh gosh, I'm just going to wait. I can't afford it right now." I get that. We actually, yeah. A rich rapper. Whoop, whoop. The only wrapping I can do is with tape and a ribbon. And even that doesn't come out very good. The granny wrap. But the thing is, we get it. We are a company that embraces everybody's price point. You just don't walk into one store at the mall where everybody can, everybody gets the get. At Shop LC, after having been here for so long, my friends, I really do think that we're the best at it. There's room at this table for accessorizing and gift giving for every single budget. Now, this one weighs in actually at, how much does this one weigh? Let's see. It weighs 49. In at, 49.26 grams. And here's why that's such an outrageous number. 31 grams in an ounce. So this one is going to be 31. This is going to be 18 grams. This is 1.5 ounces of sterling silver. And then it's got a heavy layer of gold plating on top, 14 karat yellow gold. And it's a wide look. It's a wide length. And it's got an inline lobster claw clasp, which is a jumbo size. It's an inline piece, so it doesn't stick out too far. It's very Goldilocks, not too big, not too small. So it definitely tucks in right where you need it to be. And it just looks fabulous. It really does. All right, now, everyday price on this is normally $3.49. Yep. When you type in live 25, that number instantly takes off 80. Is it 52.48?
Yeah, the budget pay.
Okay, the budget pay, $3.49. 52.50 is your 52. No, is that right?
Yeah, 52.50 is the budget pay.
Okay.
And then 262 is the price.
Well, I did an extra set of math yesterday, Elias, because I always like to see how much I'm saving, because that's so satisfying for me to see. Okay, and it's, so driving in, I normally work on the overnight shift. So driving into work in the moonlight is a totally different experience than driving into work in the sunlight. When you drive into work in the sunlight and you're coming in with regular office hours, everything is different. Traffic is more intense. Sun is coming in from all over the place, so that's got to be adjusted for. And then here's the other thing. If you listen to any radio station at all, and I still listen to a radio station now and then, it's just doom and gloom everywhere you look. It's doom and gloom. Everything's horrible. Everything's crazy. They're talking about, just all sorts of stuff. And you start your day off becoming absolutely overwhelmed. Tune into the Shop LC app. Get that thing on your phone. It's fun and shopping and excitement 24 hours a day. You can download the app on your phone. You can now watch the live streams on your phone, on Facebook, on Instagram. We have a separate show for TikTok now as well. You can watch Shop LC on the Facebook app as well. Start your day with a little fun, and start your day with this one and a whole lot of savings. Now, $349 for 1.5 ounces of sterling silver, and gold is really expensive now, and silver is really expensive out there. When you want somebody that's going to cut through all the noise, do the numbers, make the math make sense, you want to be at Shop LC for sure. $87.50 we're taking off of this, which is insane. $87.50. We should probably raise the price to $700 or $800. If you walked in and you saw that look at retail, and keep in mind, this is high quality. It's Italian made. It's the best you're going to find. If I saw this for $1,400 in a store, I would be like, yeah, that's probably a good deal, especially the luxury retailers. And this is where you have to sort of call Bravo Sierra on some of the luxury retailers, right? Because when you look at this is a high-quality Italian machine-made material. Now, the machines are expensive. They have to be expertly tuned and calibrated to produce this link. Then there's the finishing process. Then there's the plating process. So there are a couple of steps along the way. But when you get right down to it and you compare luxury metal to luxury metal, there ain't a whole lot of difference, my friends. That's where you really start to understand when you're buying gold or silver from Shop LC. That's where you really start to understand that we're absolutely devoted to giving you the really best price and getting in there and not just giving it to you, but making it happen when it seems impossible. $349 compared to $1,400 retail. You save $87.50 when you type in live 25. That brings your cost down to $262.50, and then you divide it by 5, and your budget pay is $52.50. Budget pay means we're going to pick it and pack it and ship it right now in the next couple of days. It's already ramping up in the warehouse. The elves are already on 24 hours rotation. But that $52.50 budget pay is wonderful, because when this goes back to the non-live stream price at Shop LC, it's a value that I will stand behind, period, because the value is there. Very high quality, beautifully executed, impeccably finished. But when you lock in right now at $52.50 on your first budget pay, when the price goes back to the regular non-live stream price in 48 hours, you have locked in the live stream savings on every single budget pay. And in addition to that, if you get this home and you put it on, and you say, oh, this is not for me. It's too big. It's too nice. It's too shiny. It's too heavy. For whatever reason, I'm being a little silly now. But if you get this home and you have second thoughts about it, you simply return it because you also locked in your 30-day money-back guarantee. I'll be honest with you, high-quality chains, even in our stainless steel options, we don't get many returns because once you get this home and you feel what it looks like, you feel what it looks like. I said that on purpose. Once you feel it, you'll love it. All right, so $52.50 on the budget pay. This is shop one. And if you're up and awake and you've had some coffee and you got both eyes open, send me a quick text and a message. It's so nice to have you out there. All right, listen, this is going to be amazing. And the gold is 14 karat yellow gold. Look at it one more time. It's so luxurious. It looks really great, especially this time of the year when we're a little bit more bundled up for cold weather and, different temperatures. It looks really great on top of something. And gentlemen, make no mistake about it. That with your favorite sports jersey, whatever it is, whatever sporting event you're going to, whoever your player is, that's going to be absolutely handsome. So give it a shot. And it's really, when you look at taking it down from 349 to 262, I mean, that's what the 8750 does. It takes that off the top. You get down to 262 and, you start to look at that and you think, gosh, in the world of things that last, you can buy hair styling appliances that are more than that. You can buy certainly utilitarian things, a drill, a vacuum cleaner. I mean, gosh, it's not much more than a couple of electric toothbrushes. So, a fancy toaster oven, a middle of the line blender. You're talking about things that are valuable and precious that have always been throughout time. And we're making sense of that and still pulling in incredible value. And you know what goes along with value? A sense of comfort, because you're realizing, okay, that's a product I can rely on, and it's brought to me by a company that I can rely on. And you might not know it if you're brand new to Shop LC, but for every item that we ship out of the warehouse, we provide a meal for a hungry kiddo. Your purchase, in addition to being just an absolutely stunning deal, your purchase actually feeds a hungry kid. We partner with Akshaya Patra, and right now, across all of our shopping opportunities, live stream, television, web, across all of our shopping opportunities, as an audience, you all have helped Shop LC provide over, I think, 110 million meals worldwide. So that's an amazing thing. And you didn't have to round up or pitch anything else in. That's just simply written into our corporate budget, because not only do we believe in being a strong, good company, but we also believe in being a strong, good corporate citizen. So that's a thing that I love about it. This little design, which we call the ingots or the bars, has been one of the most popular items of 2024. What says luxury more than the image of an ingot or a bar of precious metal? Now remember, this is going to be a base of sterling silver. This has an 18 karat yellow gold layer on top of it, and this is actually going to be about 20 inches. Now, the Shop LC price on this is normally $329 from a suggested retail of about $1,200. I know it, you know it. I'm going to say it with every item. Gold right now is expensive. It's flirting around with $4,500 an ounce. Silver is over $50 an ounce. There are some analysts who have changed their predictions now, saying that gold could get to $6,000 by the end of the year. Let's see, November, December. The end of the year now, my friends, is 6 weeks away. Can you imagine what happens to the precious metals market if gold gets to that price point? It's an absolute game changer. It's already doubled in price over the last year. And sterling silver has pretty much doubled in price as well. All right, Shop LC price on this at $329. You type in live 25 and you save $82.50. That's your live stream. That's your bonus, your thank you for watching. We're really trying to make this particular shopping method, this venue, really, really strong and popular. So we're in the audience building phase, and that's why you see these beautiful discounts. So from $82.50, when you take that off of the Shop LC price of $329, you get to a brand new price of $247.49. At least I'm so excited I did my math. All right, then you take $247, and if you want to do once and done, that's okay. There are some things where I could do once and done, and some things I use the budget pay, but sometimes you just want to use the budget pay. And at this time of the year when you might be shopping for great gifts, budget pay means that you don't tie up all your money at one time. So you can do budget pay now. Your budget pay goes down to 5 payments of $49.50. And this one weighs in also at 28.63 grams, so almost a full ounce, just a little bit shy of 1 ounce. And let me turn this around so you can see what the clasp looks like, because the clasp is done in the same pattern, and it actually has 2 safety closures on it as well. So again, it's a wonderful silhouette. You'll love the way that the light really sort of twinkles off of the top of this. In low lights, this particular metals combination, which we call vermeil, is just stunning because sterling silver gives you a lot of sparkle, and of course the bling of gold is unmatchable. This one is $49.50 on budget pay. You type in shop 2, put it in your shopping cart below, and put it in your shopping cart, and you're ready to go. Now, are there any matching pieces with this one, Elias?
No matching pieces, but when they come in shop 2, they do have another option on metals.
Yeah. Now, this one, when you type in shop 2 and you go back to the Shop LC website, you're going to see that this one actually is available in the gold over sterling silver, or just the classic sterling silver. And that one is going to have rhodium, which is a bright white metal. Most sterling silver things are plated with a secondary white layering. To slow down the eventual tarnishing process, but just to make it so reliable. You will love this. It is absolutely gorgeous. And again, at 20 inches, it looks fantastic on a neckline. I'm sorry, 18 inches, a gentleman's neckline or a lady's neckline as well. Is this one 18?
18 is correct.
18. Okay, yeah, I have to take it off and look at it. All right, this one is shop 2. Now, we don't have any pieces there's not pieces that match this exactly, but there is a series of a different shaped little gold bar, and there may be some earrings left in that. So grab a screenshot of this or write down the item number, and then the personal shopping team might be able to help you find earrings or bracelets that match, because we did have both, and they've been very popular, very good sellers. 888-835-2237 to get over to the personal shopping team. Okay, now here is what I'm talking about, because this is not exactly the same design, but you can see it's a variation on a theme, and this is going to be our last item of the show. So stick around for the earrings. It'll be worth it. It'll be so worth it. All right. All right. Hey, do we have anybody in the comments below, Elias?
Let me see. We have Kathy joining us.
Hey, Kathy.
Read Menu.
Let's see. Where is it?
Right here. Read Menu. And then we have Lisa joining us.
Read Me Now.
Read Me Now.
Lisa B is out there. Absolutely. Yes, Lisa. I know. I've been shopping. It's crazy.
Mary joining us.
Mary, good morning, girlfriend. It's nice to have you out there. Let me know where you're from. We'll give you a shout out. Do you have snow yet? I know Chicago finally got a little snow. I have some friends up there, and it's finally officially winter in Chicago, and the snow starts to drizzle down. It's just horribly cold here today. What is it, like 52, Elias?
Yes, 52 is about right. Slight chill, but still feels good.
It's still really nice. Yeah, just perfect for a bowl of chili and a slice of cornbread. All right. Again, Italian made, and this one is called the Forzata chain. This one is sort of a variation on a theme as well. That's one of the things that I think Italian designers on the whole do really, really well. They'll take a design, they'll take a link that looks kind of, I think I've seen that before. There's a little bit of familiarity about it, but at the same time it looks brand new. The Forzata, if you trace this back to its roots, is actually a variation on what we would call a cable chain. And a cable chain is where you've got one link that's vertical and one link that intersects it on the horizontal like this, so it kind of fits together like this. And you can see this actually does have that roly-poly design. Every single link is bright polished, and then on the edges, let's see. On the I'll show you on the screen behind. every one of the edges is crimped a little bit. So instead of being round or flat links just on the simple, they have a little bit of finesse to every single link. Now, this one is actually 33 grams. So again, we're very high and luxurious on the gram weight. Your Shop LC price, first of all, retail on this is about $1,200. Perfectly understandable. Not mad at that at all. In fact, if I walked into a department store and I figure, okay, this is where I am, this is the zip code, this is, this is the store, and this is their pricing strategy, and I saw $1,200 on this with a little bio of the Italian designer and that kind of thing, I would think, oh, $1,200 is probably a steal. But Shop LC price takes it even further. Because we buy these direct, you're essentially buying direct. There's no middleman markup. There's no brick and mortar. There's none of that stuff. Our everyday price is $329. The Live 25 is going to save you $82.50, and that means your net price after the Live 25 savings, which, by the way, time sensitive, that goes away in 48 hours, takes you down to $49.50 on budget pay. One payment, $49.50. Now, if you look at these links, you can see that they connect like that. Kind of like when you were a kid and you would make what we used to call a daisy chain, or, you cut out the little strips of construction paper and you would glue them back and forth. That's sort of what we call a cable chain. But these little squished edges, okay, these little flat edges, they add so much sparkle. Look at that. I mean, guys, this is a pretty basic setup that we have here. There's not a lot of fancy lights going on behind the scenes. And the sparkle on that is just so pretty. $49.50 on the budget pay. This one is Shop 3. If you're brand new to Shop LC, we are a growing audience all the time. And we want you to get in on the deals. But also, that 30-day window is something that gives you as a brand new shopper time to get it home. Show me. It gives you the show me space where you can get it home and try it. And that part I really, really love, because I look at this price and I think to myself, there's got to be some false advertising going on there. My skeptic radar pings really big on that, because you look at this and you think, there's no way. There's got to be a catch. There's got to be a hitch. There's got to be what's the deal? The deal is really simple. We're just a company based on frugality. I mean, our founders, our members of our board, our management team, very frugal, believing in value every single time. And this is just a way that we can push that concept and that value envelope out even further. I can see this sparkling in the screen of the cell phone that I'm currently talking to, but it just looks fabulous. And again, if you wanted to wear this as part of a layering ensemble, great. But listen, at 28 grams, it makes a stunning statement all by itself, really all by itself. So this was going to be Shop 3. And again, the details are, and sometimes it's called a Rolo, sometimes it's called a cable. All of those words are sort of interchangeable. It's like, if you're talking about shirts, it's like the word button down. It can mean several different little nuances there, but each one is a variation on the same theme. So it's really, really great way to do that. All right, Shop 3, type it down below, hit send. We'll send you the link. You click the link, get it in your cart, get it home. Now, for quantity on this, I only have 8. So the pieces that come in from Italy, what we have in stock is what we have in stock. This won't be reordered by the end of the year. And sometimes these don't come back at all, because we go in, negotiate the deal, done, move on to the next project. So get it home. You never know. And it's such an affordable thing. When you're looking at your budget on the daily basis, this would add, what would you to come up with on the daily basis? $49.50. You'd have to come up with less than $2 a day, about $1.85 or something like that a day for 5 months. And if you've looked at some of the prices that are going on out there in retail, retailers now are sort of being backed into a corner with, high foundational expenses. They've got bills to pay, people to pay, lights to keep on, big retail rents to pay as well. So it's a challenge. And that's where we really come in, and we're able to continually and consistency bring you deals like this. Now, this will go back to $349 in 48 hours. That ain't a bad deal. That's a very, very good deal. But don't you want to save that extra $82.50. You give me a chance to save $82.50. I'm there. What is gold doing today? I didn't even check it on the way in.
Mm-hmm.
Gold right now is, it's 4,100. It's up $27 since the close yesterday. And what is silver? So gold is, I'm going to write that down. Gold is 41, 44. And you can, any phone, you can just type in gold spot price now, silver spot price now, platinum spot price now. And we're focusing on silver today, but I will tell you, 51.79. See? 51.79 for silver. And what is platinum? Is it still around 16 or 15? 15 or 16? Yeah. Big deals and big savings. And when you, how do I say this nicely, Elias? I don't want this to sound snarky. It's not really. Oh, okay. So gold, platinum, I checked it the other day. It was right around 15. Now it's very close to 1,600. So when you're looking at precious metals, that is a marketplace that never sleeps, because precious metals, including some commercial metals like nickel and copper, some of those are also traded as well. But when you look at what we call precious metals, these are also commodities. They're limited in quantity. There's not a lot of them, and they're pieces that are fundamental to the marketplace. That's a good looking chain, y'all. So that's something that you have to be aware of, because sometimes we have the blinders on and we think gold and silver is just jewelry. But this year has been a game changer, because gold and silver is no longer just for jewelry. Okay, not just for jewelry. Gold and silver are now metals that are very necessary for a lot of industrial uses, medicine, technology, all sorts of things, all sorts of industry, electronics, telecommunications. So these are metals that are in automotive. These are metals that are in great demand for other industries because of their properties. They have they conduct heat a certain way. They react a certain way with certain chemical reactions. They react a certain way with a certain wavelength. So jewelry is now the small consumer when it comes to precious metals, and I think that will be a big change too in the weeks and months and the years coming. But anyway, I think this is going to be one of those moments in time where no matter where you are in your journey, no matter what age you are, there are always events or happenings in a particular era that are change. They change forever. There's no going back after that. I think we're in one of those changes, and I think the precious metals market is reflecting that. People turn to precious metal when they have questions about many things that are going on in the world, whether it's politics or different economic occurrences. And when you can combine the safety and the security of precious metals and convert it into something that you really should think of this now, not just as, wow, that's a great piece of jewelry, but you really should think about the possibility of considering this as wearable wealth, because that's what it is. It's wearable wealth. This is wearable international currency. All right, number 4. This is going to be shop 4. Now, this is a big, bold curb link, and I love this. This one is made with the hollow form technology. It's got a 39.85 gram weight on it, and it's going to be 20 inches. But it's kind of a variation of a curb link, and you can see the way that the links move around. Let me just give you a close-up there. But if you type in shop 4 and get back to the Shop LC website, you'll see a complete photo album of this piece. This one is actually a little bit wider. It's going to be almost a half an inch in width. The retail on a piece like this, easily $1,200, easily. And this is just one of those beautiful, simple, elegant pieces. You don't have to worry, does it match my outfit? Do the beads match? Does the design match? Any of these pieces simply go with anything, always, period. Okay, period. So weight on this one is 39.85 grams. It's over an ounce. The $1,200 retail price, we take a look at that. The Shop LC everyday price is $299. Now that's a big look for $299, and that's one payment of $299. Type in Live 25 right now. You save $75. That gets your final price down to $225. All right, I think I have to round up there. Yeah, $225, and then your budget pay Instead of your budget pay originally being $60, your budget pay goes down to $45. So you save $15 on every budget pay. Now, when we talk about saving you money, keep in mind that that's another place where we're vastly different than everybody else out there. It's not just a token savings. Oh, we're going to take 2 cents off of a can of corn. No, this is real, genuine savings. And the other side of that story is that not only is it real, genuine savings, it's honest to goodness value. It's something that you can rely on. I would love to think that you get this piece home and just say, wow, those people are different. Those people are different. Like, they look at the world through a different lens. When you do that, when you shift the focus just a little bit and you put the focus on value for the customer in every single item, it does change your point of view. It really does. And as not only a presenter, but also as a customer, that's the part of the deal I really love. I love knowing that whatever I get at Shop LC, whenever I need something fabulous, no matter what price point, maybe it's Friday and it's under 10. Maybe it's a once in a lifetime Tanzanite in platinum Rhapsody piece. Doesn't matter. That concept of saving on everything, every time, period, always, never goes away. It is built into the recipe for every single piece that we present. All right, this one is going to be Shop 4. And the name on this one, it's called a fancy link chain. And again, you see different names on many recognizable pieces. This is a classic curb link, and it's got a beautiful fancy detail, and it's got a lobster claw clasp on the back as well. And check out all of the incredible deals that we have for you. Not only in past live streams, you can watch the live streams online at shoplc.com, but you can go back and send and share. You can share those with friends and family. So if you see a piece, and then you can, advance or go back and forth into the spot that you want. So if you wanted to share something with somebody who you know is looking for something, or you think, oh wow, this is so and so's type or style, you can easily just send them the whole thing. So I love that. All right, $49.50 on the budget pay. That's a steal. Now, please make sure that you are entering for the Thanksgiving sweepstakes. Yes, the Thanksgiving countdown sweepstakes. And here's why. Today, somebody is going to take home a Series 11 Apple Watch. That's the sweepstakes today. You can enter daily until the 26th of November. Do we have a grand prize in this one, or is it just prizes every day?
I think it's just prizes every day.
Yes, prizes every day. So I love that. There's Mac phone. We've given away, we gave away an iPhone 17 the other day. We've given away AirPods. All you have to do is enter once a day. Once a day, somebody's going to win. I love that. Love it, love it. Okay, now, this one is just absolute play. This is so fun. I love this because it's kind of got a sort of almost a hopscotch kind of look and feel to it. There are different little geometric shapes in this one, and it's a serious piece of jewelry, but this is the one that puts a smile on your face because it reminds me for some reason of kind of like a hopscotch pattern. So I'm going to turn this around and show you what that looks like, because it also has a lobster claw clasp, but it looks like a very fancy gemstone tennis necklace that's got heart shapes and squares and ovals and beautiful pebble shapes all the way around. It's just so fun. And I have to tell you something, I've seen a lot of jewelry in my day, but this is the first time I've seen this design done and executed so well in sterling silver. Yeah, this one is going to be Shop 5, all right, Shop 5. Suggested retail, are you ready for this? $1,300. And the Shop LC price, when you type in Live 25, the Shop LC price on this one is $279. Okay, compared to retail of $1,300. So $279. Once again, common sense rules. I love that. You type in Live 25, and common sense just got common crazy. You save an extra $70. Then you put it through the 5 budget pay process, which is waiting for you. Budget pay is already there. You just click pay now or pay or budget pay. You choose it in every single transaction. It's already waiting for you. You have 5 payments of $42. Yeah, 5 payments of $42. Actually, I did my homework last night, Ellie, so I'm so proud of me. Okay, just did that. Otherwise, I'm punching the calculator all the time, which is great. All right, a $70 savings, and then 5 interest-free payments of $42.50. That starts right now, but that $70 savings has a 48-hour lifespan. It's a 48-hour offer. So don't let that money stay on the table. Grab that money, grab that beautiful chain, and go for it. This one is also going to be, I think, 18 inches. So it's going to fit a little bit taller. It will fit you, usually the spot where your collarbone comes together, that's your collarbone notch. Most times that's going to be 16 or so inches. So you can figure that by putting 2 fingers below, and it'll be right around there. So it's nice. Very elegant, very sophisticated. And the thing that gets me going on these is the fact that they're just so amazingly bright polished. I mean, you can see, even just in the lights in the studio, you can see the shine on that. Polishing, when you're talking about silver or gold, is a very tricky process. You're using a buffing wheel. It's compressed out of a polishing fabric of some sort. It can be microfiber, cotton, different things. But it's a compressed polishing wheel. Then the polishing wheel has a polishing compound added to it. And if you don't know how to use that wheel, that compressed fabric and the polishing medium can literally slice through or polish away big chunks of the finished piece, because gold and silver has a softness to it that other metals don't have. So hats off, lots of kudos to the guys and gals that do the polishing, and you can see that it's just gorgeous. You don't see any polish marks. All you see is this incredible high polish of sterling silver. And sterling silver is one of the most reflective metals out there. So to get that sort of finesse and finishing detail on that, you've got somebody who really has been doing that job a long time. And it's so nicely done. All right, now if you want to come back in and look at the items, you can go back and review them. Remember, the live streams do live in the live stream library at shoplc.com, or you can access them as well on your smartphone. So give a try, try that as well, because it's just a lot of fun. I hope you really do enjoy the process, because it is meant to be fun and playful. Because how many of you have ever been in the shopping mode and you got your names, you got your, recipients, your friends and family, you want to get a little something for it, and you get out to the different shopping places, the department store, an open air mall, maybe it's an enclosed mall, and you just walk away from the process just so frustrated. Okay, well, maybe I'll just give them a gift card. You wind up feeling like you've had to compromise, and that's no fun. What I think you'll just be so pleased with at Shop LC is that your dollars go further. We get a lot of emails from customers, and it's been several years now, but it will never leave my mind. We got a wonderful email from a viewer who said, I live on a fixed income. And she described her situation, retired, fixed income, living on her own. And she said, I have this much money. I know how much money I have every single month. It doesn't change. But what has changed is, since I found Shop LC, the part of my budget, which is very small, that I reserve for gift giving and fun, that part of my budget goes further. So I have the same money, but I can spend it across more friends and family. I can give more gifts to friends and family because of the money I save at Shop LC. And I concur. I mean, I really do agree with that. So give us a shot. I know you look at these prices, because if you're the first time shopper with us, many people do, and they say, okay, what's the catch? That's not going to be real. And even at Shop LC, I own some. I've gifted some. I love the things that are just fashion jewelry, no silver, no gold whatsoever. Everybody buys fashion jewelry, but there's a very strong reintroduction of things that are copper or brass or bronze that are coated with gold and silver. You're getting a chance to own the real deal. Now, you can look at there are a lot of, fancy department stores, fancy paper, fancy wrapping, all that jazz, and they're going to give you fashion jewelry, which has, it's brass and glass. Okay. Not a big deal. I own it. One of my favorite pieces is from my great grandmother. It's made out of brass. It's got purple stones in it that look like amethyst. And it's probably now, I would say that piece is probably 100 years old, because it was from my great grandmother. You couldn't pay me $1 million for it, but you take the pieces in parts apart, you disassemble that piece, and it's basically in cash dollars worthless. But when you think about why you buy jewelry, maybe it's an event, It's for someone super special. It's a thing that you've just been saving up for and now you want to own. When you look around at what your jewelry dollar buys in the marketplace, our everyday price on this, we're estimating that at retail, this would go for about $1,100. Now, this is another very fancy piece. And the weight on this is 27 grams, 27 and a half grams. When you look at what you buy and when you look at what you get, you'll be back. I mean, just pick up one piece that you're interested in today as a test piece and get it home because these are just gorgeous pieces. This one is going to be 18 inches, I believe 20 inches. It fits a little shorter because it's really nice and round. This is, if you look at this piece, it's almost like sort of like a popcorn chain meets a Byzantine, okay? And it's a round chain, so it doesn't really have. It's sort of like a snake chain as well. So this is kind of a chameleon. We should call this the chameleon length because it looks like so many things. All right, let's talk about money. 27 and a half grams. Everyday price on this out in retail. If you found it for $1,100, I would say that's a great price. How many payments are you going to make on that? How much interest are you going to pay on that? We're going to give you an opportunity, first and foremost, to type in Live 25, Shop 6, type that below. We'll send you the link. Put it in your shopping cart. When you check out with this one, you're going to save $57.50 thanks to Live 25, and that's your live stream discount. So your Shop LC price of $229 goes down to $172.50. I know, $172.50. And are you looking at the brilliant, bright, white light glow on the sterling silver? Very fancy. Your budget pay is about $1 a day for 5 months, okay? $34.50 on the budget pay, okay? The ads here in Central Texas are going to start soon. There are going to be a couple of companies that will start to advertise. Come on in, 50, what is it? It's the 60 months. 60 months. Come on in, pick out something great. We'll give you 60 months to pay it off. Does it drive? Are there wheels? Does it have a horn? Will it take me to the grocery store? 60 months. Now, here's the thing. It says 60 months. You think, oh, I can, because it makes the payments little. The more payments you make, the longer you stretch it out, the tinier the payments get. But so here's the thing. Now you're on the hook for 5 years. 60 months is 5 years. We're giving you an opportunity, first of all, to save 25% and do a full payout in 5 months. And you've locked in your live 25% discount on this one today. Yeah. That's my kind of math. That'll make you dance in the morning. You don't even need coffee. It's my no caffeine dance, I'm telling you. Okay, I mean, try it. You have nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Now, if you missed out on this one, this is a DeJoy piece, okay? So we are starting to get into the business of building a few chains. I have 4 dozen of these. 4 dozen. It's a 20-inch end-to-end measurement, but it will fit at about 19 or 18 inches because it's just so darn grande. Look at that. Beautiful. That's about 1/2 inch across. And you can see that chain. You can see how it looks a little bit like a Byzantine. It looks a little bit like almost like a Bismarck. And look at those links. Look at that flexibility. Isn't that beautiful? Did you know that if there is one tiny little solder joint on this that doesn't work properly, or there's one little, ear sticking out on any one of those links, it doesn't do that. And you can it's I don't know, it's a fidget toy as well, but it's just beautiful. And that movement, that drape makes it so amazing. I admit, this is one of my all-time favorites. So I love this link because it's just beautiful. Sort of Byzantine meets almost like a Bismarck. It's like a Byzantine meets a Bismarck kind of, but it's really lovely. All right, budget pay on this one, $34.50, 5 payments. Your first payment today locks in the other 4. We do what a jewelry friend should do, and that is we carry the balance for you with no interest and no credit check and no qualifying for the remainder of the deal. So I love that. And there's no such thing as a Shop LC charge account. We don't have those. So you can work out whatever payments. We have, this is another email that I remember. We had somebody that wrote in during the overnight show, and it's been a while, but we were presenting these magnificent tanzanite pieces, which we do so well. Tanzanite is just an incredible stone. It doesn't really matter what the stone was, but they wrote in and said, I have a new 12 months interest-free card. So during the holidays, there are a lot of, there are a lot of companies out there where they change, open to buys and that kind of thing. So, I mean, if you want to change that scenario and you have access to a 24 or 12-month interest-free card, think about that, because now your payments are just minuscule and you've got interest-free as well. A lot of different ways to do that. But if you want to find out about PayPal credit, you're not sure about the budget pay, you want to do a bill to, ship to, you've got any questions whatsoever, we have an answer team for you. They're called the Shop LC Dream Team Personal Shoppers. You can get to them at 888-835-2237. All right? 888-835-2237. Oh my goodness. We're going to get to these earrings. They're going to be the last one in the show, and there are two options available. The little ingot design in a hoop, and they're going to be a fantastic deal. Okay. We've got a square wheat chain coming up next, and look at this one. Ooh, my goodness. This is another long one. Now, there's a lobster claw clasp here. Let me show you what that looks like. And the end caps are really pretty as well, so they're very nicely done. Lots of bright polish and sparkle on this one. And you can see that there's the link that we would normally call a wheat, and now it's wheat cubed. Look at that. And look at the way the light just dances off of that. Isn't that great? And again, incredible finishing details on there. It has a lobster claw clasp, but you don't need it. You don't need it. This one is
26 inches.
Okay, I was going to say 24, 26. It's 26 inches. It goes over a big old head and a pair of glasses and a pair of earrings. And I don't even have to blink. 26 inches. So if you need something longer chains are really kind of having a little bit of a revival right now. I'm seeing long chains even at 36, some at 42 and longer. And they just elongate the body. You get this cascade of light all the way down. It's just a really nice look. It's a really nice look. And again, wonderful as solo pieces, but man, if you wanted to stack a few up, that's okay as well. Now, suggested retail on this is about $1,100, which, this is a very high manufacturing cost because we've taken the link and then you've got it cubed as well. So beautiful complicated workmanship. Everyday price at Shop LC is $2.99. It's 26 inches. It weighs in at 26 grams. That's right, 28.5 grams, 28.5 grams. Your Live 25 discount, when you type in Live 25, will save you $75. This one is Shop 7. When you type that below, you're not buying it. What you're doing is saying, show me the details. Type in Shop 7 down below, and the Shop LC website will send you a link to this item. You don't have to hunt or search or do anything. It's a direct link to this item. Now, good news, bad news, 21, and that's it. We are now about let's see, what is today? Today's going to be the 12th. So I add 10 days, 22. We're about 5 weeks from the drop dead shipping point where we say, okay, we can't get it there by Christmas. If you want it for Kwanzaa, the day after. If you want it for Hanukkah, it's a few days before that. So I like to leave myself about a 10-day window to make sure that I can get things by the date that I need them. In addition to that, between now and then, there are birthdays and anniversaries and all sorts of celebrations for folks in November and December as well. Raise your hand. Elias, raise your right hand.
Mm-hmm.
I promise. I will not give the multi-gift
to
my friends and family during December.
To my friends and family during the month of December.
Okay, you know what the multi-gift is, Elias?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got you something really big. And it's for your birthday and your anniversary. And oh, by the way, it's for Christmas too. That's the multi-gift. No! With prices like this and selection like this, you can afford to celebrate every single celebration. Don't shortchange yourself. Don't unparty a party. Do all the parties. You can do it. This it's just so pretty. And it's you. I hope that your bottom line experience is that you just breathe a sigh of relief and you say, finally, somebody is cutting through the noise and the clatter and the nonsense markups out there. And I shouldn't say nonsense markups. Every company does what they do. Every company wants to survive and thrive and grow. But we want to do it while we are in best service to our audience and our customers. It's got to be a great deal. You don't realize this because we have a lot of items at Shop LC. We walk away from about 80% of the items that we could bring. You know why? Because the money doesn't work. The money doesn't work in your favor. It's not the biggest savings, the best value. When we can't make the math work in your favor, we just say no thank you and move on. We are your value gatekeeper. Nobody gets in this house if it's not incredible value. And if you want to share a chain story or a story down below in the chat of something that you bought, please do. And when you get these home, put them on. Take a quick selfie of you and post it on the Shop LC VIP page. Over 6,300 jewelry collectors and connoisseurs. It's a thriving, bustling, fun-filled community where you'll be able to talk about jewelry and learn different tips and tricks in styling. And it's all a very organic process. We moderate the site. We started the site, but it's grown to over 6,300 jewelry collectors and aficionados. So snap a selfie and post your VIP look on the Shop LC VIP Facebook page. My name is Becky Booker. You can find me on Facebook. I have a host page, and I also have my personal page, which I just changed my profile picture yesterday, and it's now a picture of my son, who is a member of the U.S. Marine Corps, USMC. Hoorah! Go Devil Dogs. I love it. All right, here we go. But this on a neckline is not. I'm not even going to apologize. That does not look like $45 for 5 payments. It looks like you spent thousands of dollars. When you're talking a cascade of precious metal in today's world, it does. It just has the look and feel of thousands of dollars because that's the way that the world of precious metals are going. All right, we're taking you on that journey, but we're taking you there on the budget plane. So yeah, I love it. So you get the value, you get the look, you get the feel, you get the honest to goodness material, but you get it at an unbelievable and honestly unbeatable price. So pick the one you love and go for it. Now, when I saw this on the lineup for the sheets for the show, I got out my computer. This is the first one I looked up because when you look at the resolution of that, my gosh, is that gorgeous. Now, Elias, this is a clearance item?
It is.
That changes my math altogether. Okay, I figured this at the Shop LC price of $189. You're going to just simply put this on and pull it over. And I'm not going to do that because I would have to adjust it to my wrist. But that is absolutely stunning. Look at the detail on that. Incredible. Now, this one is probably going to fit a 6-inch wrist, so up to a 6.5-inch wrist. I need a 7.5 or an 8, so I'm not going to put this on because I know it won't fit me. 31.8 grams. And seriously, one of the coolest snake bangles I've ever seen us do. And technically it's a cuff because it's a little bit open here on the backside. Now you'll notice that there are 2 little holes on the backside. This is done with the hollow form process. This is the newest process in forming precious metals into jewelry. Patricia B has one. She said, it is big, beautiful, and sexy. I love it. Patricia B, thank you. Belinda also says, this is a huge bracelet. You have to manipulate to get it on your wrist, but I like it. I love reading the comments. Thank y'all so much. Okay. There's no way, Elias, there's no way that this should, I've done a lot of bracelets here. I love bracelets. It's probably my favorite jewelry item next to earrings. Well, it's my favorite. Let's just leave it at that because I'm going down the rabbit hole already. This, normally, if you make a piece of jewelry, okay, and to get this kind of detail, you would have to cast it. So you'd have to make a mold of this shape. Then you have to pack the mold into a rubberized compartment. And that mold takes the shape of the thing inside it. So you make a process. And then you inject the liquid metal into the mold to create the finished piece. That's called casting. This is a whole other thing because now you make the mold and you produce that level of detail in the mold, all right? And then the mold goes into a plating bath and the metal becomes electrified, okay? There's anodes and diodes and wires and electricity, but basically that process deposits molecule by molecule the precious metal onto the model. So the model then becomes encased. All right, so it's not the reverse, it's not lost wax, it's an encasement process. And then when it's all done, these little holes are where the model dissolves and goes away. But if you wanted to sit down, if you had a jeweler that could do that level of chasing by hand, it would probably cost you easily $2,000 or $3,000 just for their time. The hollow form process also produces really a huge attention to detail and incredible resolution. I mean, you can see every single detail on this. Okay. First of all, the everyday price on this at Shop LC is $189. That makes no sense because this is 31 grams. And is it 31 grams? This is huge, okay?
Yes, 31.
Okay, 31 grams. So at $189, this for us at Shop LC, I'm going to tell you, this should be no less than $499. Okay, but I'm not in charge of that. I'm just saying, if I saw that at Shop LC, $499, I'd be like, yeah, that's a great deal. The details, it's really all about those details. The details are always the most expensive part. You have silver, you have gold, and then you mix it with creativity and human skill and passion, and that's the value of the piece that you get. Everyday price is $189. We have 90 of these. The sale price is $142.49. So we're going to start with the sale price, and then your live stream, your live 25 discount. Oh, I can't even do that. Okay, so it goes from 142 on sale down to 106. So your live stream savings is about $30, but it takes your budget pay down to $21.37. $21.37. What? Seriously, that looks like you had caviar for breakfast. It really does. All right, type in right now. Do it. Shop 8. We'll send you the link. You'll get a full photo album of this piece. Look at that detail. And you want this antiquing. And these are actual, not just pressed into place. Those are formed details. It's incredible. I have the hiccups. Beautiful. And that's how you know it's a hollow form piece, because it's got those pieces. Amazing technology. The latest and greatest technology. $21.37 on budget pay. I can't believe we did that for $142. I have it at $189. I couldn't believe it at $189 because this is really expensive pieces to make. And the detailing is so crisp on these. All right, grab it. I mean, these are so gorgeous. Shop 8. And man, that one took me by surprise, Elias. I was not expecting that. Not expecting that at all.
I'm actually a big fan of the wraparound on the wrist.
I know. Well, the serpent, the snake, has been used for a long time. It's considered. It
reminds me of the Cleopatra kind of era.
Yes. So it goes into Egyptian revival, but it goes back to many cultures where these are considered sacred animals, and they're signs of power, of strength. This is considered a guardian. There's always the story, the picture of the cobra as well in Indian culture. And you talk about just that. This is a universal motif across time, forever and ever. So, yeah, that's great. Elias, did you get your mama something yet?
I did.
Can you tell me?
I got her a diamond ring from you.
Did you get the one you were talking about?
No, I got her a cross actually.
Oh, okay. Oh, is it the one with the champagne diamonds?
No, they're white diamonds.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad you got it done early. That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
I believe I got it going to in September.
Oh,
Yeah, we had a good pricing, and I was like, I'm gonna go.
Okay, I like it. And and see, Elias is a young man and already learning the importance of value and pacing. We used to get a lot of emails from people who would say, I don't know why y'all are already talking about Black Friday and Christmas. We haven't even had Thanksgiving yet. We haven't even had Halloween yet. Well, because think about this. The worst thing in the world for me is I'm always rushed. I'm always running, rush. And when you can back up that process just a little bit, you get a wider selection. So you don't just focus on all of your shopping in your entire list. You're not just hoping for the good graces on Black Friday. You're picking the deals as they show up. We've got people that write in on the Night Owl show already, and they're like, my shopping's done, finished, done. I have a friend that will probably finish when by the time she has Christmas with her family this year, by the time the Christmas sales happen, before January the 1st rolls around, she almost has all of her shopping done for next year. Can you believe that? Because why? She shops the sales. And now she's got the burden of that. The oh my gosh, the deadline factor, which is just no fun. It can take the fun out of the whole holidays. So,
now we do have Kathy joining us on
hey, Kathy.
Facebook, commenting, good morning, Becky.
Hey, Kathy.
Hope you have a great and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Same back to you as well. Let's see. Kathy, good. Yeah, God bless. Thank you very much. A blessing is a blessing, and I love and appreciate, can use every single one of them and sending it back to you. So God bless, my friend. Okay. We are now in the second hour. It is 9:07 in Awesome, Texas. So thank you all for joining us. Please like, follow, and share on all of our platforms. You're going to find us on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. And you'll find us on YouTube as well. If you're looking for a way to sort of like get around the whole cost of cable, everybody's looking for a way to, pinch a penny, save $1. You can download the YouTube app of course, on your phone, but you can also put it on your smart TV, and you can watch all the shows you can watch right along on Facebook. Yeah, you can do that. And if you didn't know it, you can also just get us on Roku. We're on some over-the-air local channels now as well, in some markets as well. So if you need help with any of that, sorting it out, you might want to reach out to the personal shopper team, and they're at 888-835-2237. Okay, so a lot of ways to watch Shop LC now. And when is the TikTok show?
We have them at, let me see, we have them at 12:30, and then we have them at 4:30.
12:30 and 4:30. And they're only an hour long, right?
Yes. I
actually, this morning, I got a little pop-up that said, hey, there's some great things on sale at Shop LC. So the TikTok shop, I signed up for my alerts, and I feel so tuned in. I love it. And of course, you know what I did? I sat right down on the couch and I went right through, looked at that. There's all kinds of things happening now at Shop LC, all kinds of places where we can meet and you can shop. All right. The history of this chain is pretty good. This is a chain that we call the Ice Chain. And I saw it for the very first time when Chuck Clemency came back from a Vegas show. And I thought, now that is crazy. They figured out how to pave diamonds on top of links in a chain. And I thought, that's outrageous. That's gorgeous. And then I saw it and I said, wait a second. There aren't any diamonds in there. That's just really beautiful finishing. Yeah, the sparkle is literally etched into, diamond cut into every single link. But doesn't that look like pave diamonds? You betcha. Yes, it does. All right, so we've got the Ice Chain. This one is actually 14 karat yellow gold and rhodium on top of sterling silver. And this one is going to be, I think, 18 inches. I think.
Correct.
Okay, 18 inches with a lobster claw clasp. And I'm just going to put this on really quick. Now, retail on this estimated to be at about $1,200. Most of these are going to be in that price range, anywhere from, I would say, $1,200 to $2,400, depending on what it is in the detail. But the Shop LC price on this is not that $1,200 to $2,400. The Shop LC price on this one is $189. And there's a lot of precious metal, 19.5 grams. When you type in Live 25, your Live 25 live stream savings is $47.50. Yeah, $47.50 is your savings on this one. So when you take the retail, Shop LC retail at $189, and you subtract the $47.50, you come up with a live stream. Oh my gosh, am I in the right place at the right time price of $142.49, which makes your budget pay on this one $28.50, just a little bit less than $1 a day. And let me just say as well, we don't have 16 or 18-inch necklaces in the inventory very often. So I'm seeing a lot of them in the last, I would say, 6 or 8 weeks. That's because we really are gearing up for the holidays. Good news, bad news, 2 dozen. 2 dozen of you can grab this one while you can. So the live stream price of the live stream price of $142.49 is good for 48 hours. So these are all expiring offers. That's off the table in 48 hours. So if that helps you decide, great, because I know sometimes overthinking is a thing. I'm very guilty of it. You think whatever. Listen, you can shop the entire world from your couch. You can shop the entire world for any item right from your smartphone. So you don't have to get out and hustle and bustle and pound the pavement in the mall and the stores and whatever the shops and retail. You already can see that this is an incredible deal. Type in shop 9. We'll send you back a link to this. And the way that this is finished is absolutely gorgeous. We'll look at a picture of it on the big screen here in just a second. But less than $1 a day for 5 months. That's all you have to figure out. That's a very easy thing. And I see that this also has the low stock alert on it as well. Wow, this is amazing. All right, now you can see that this is a combination. The chain itself is in sterling silver, but you've got gold accents, and then every one of these little barrels, or it's 2 little sort of like figure 8 shapes, and every single one of those is diamond cut. And not just diamond cut in one spot. Each link is diamond cut all the way around. Now, this one has lots and lots of stars. So let me just tell you what other people are saying about this. So beautiful. I love it. That's Denise. Rosemary, stunning. Beautiful necklace at a good price. I hope you obtain more of these Italian diamond cut chains. They sell out quickly. Yes, listen to Rosemary. Vitali looks good. So lots and lots of 5-star reviews on this one. And I love the way that this one is just, oh my gosh, totally high octane on that. And let me just show you. There it is. There's that diamond cutting. There's that sparkle and shimmer and shine. You can see. Once you do the diamond cutting on a sterling silver chain, it's a game changer. Beautiful end caps as well. Very nice finish on this. The end caps fit really nice and smooth, so you have a beautiful smooth fit all the way around. So if you are touch sensitive, you're going to love the way this feels. It is beautiful, and it's got a cubed shape, so it is an all the way around, all over big look. Shop 9 for the diamond cut ice round with 14 karat and rhodium on top of sterling silver. Man, budget pay of less than $1 a day. I could not believe that. That's wild. That's wonderful. All right, now these are pieces that tend to sell out very quickly, and here's why. Look at that clasp. Did you see the clasp, Elias?
Mm-hmm. I like that clasp.
Yes.
Very luxury.
And you don't just have one, you have 2 of them. Look at that. So the kissing clasp is amazing. So you've got the big cat kind of look and feel on these, and they are absolutely gorgeous. A huge spring ring closure is what closes it, and it's going to fit here, and then it pulls back and it goes right in. Now, let's see, I checked on the website, Elias. Do we have this in more than one length? Okay, we don't have 8 inches. So, okay. So 6.5 and 7.25 inches. Now, this is also a clearance price? That changes my math too. That's even less. So what I'm going to say about this, because this is a big chunky link, you want to make sure that it fits you. In order to do that, you want to go up a size. So if you need an 8-inch bracelet, I'm just going to tell you, this is not going to work for you. This is a, let's see. Let me measure this one. Hang on. Hang on here. Yeah. So this is 7.25 inches, and you can see it does not fit me. Okay, so, and that's because the links are so large. All right, now look at this. This is another variation of a cable chain or a Rolo chain because you can see how those two links fit together. It's oversized, it's bold, it's incredibly massive, and it's on clearance. So the Shop LC estimated retail on this at $1,049. I think that's a little bit conservative because this is one of those high-end designer looks that you would probably only get at a super fancy department store. But look at this. This is a nickel, and look at the size of that. That bad boy is the size of a nickel. So this is on clearance. We have the last 17 in stock. And again, this is going to be for petite or petite medium. Everyday price is $179. Sale price is $116. Okay. And the Twin Panthers kissing together are just amazing. So we take this from $116. When you type in Live 25, the price for the whole bracelet goes down to $87.74. Then you can divide that by 5. Oh, good gracious. That takes that bracelet, are you kidding me, down to $17.50. Wow. Elias, does your mama have a small wrist?
She does. She has a
Just saying. You might want to think about that. Look at that. That's gorgeous.
I like it.
I do too. All right. $17.54 on your budget pay. That is a steal. That's a steal. Gosh. All right. We're moving on. That one is going to be shop 10. And you can go back and review the pieces, my friends. So please don't wait around on these. They're great. They're amazing. Who's coming up in the next show? Is it Loretta?
I think so. Let me double check.
Lolo's coming up next. There are so many great values here at Shop LC, my friends. When you watch any of the live shows, you were just really scratching the surface. We get to bring you a wonderful selection of items on a regular basis, but there are so many items behind the scenes. If you have a particular thing that you're looking for, is it Lolo?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, with the faith-based. Yes. Absolutely amazing. Personal shoppers are so convenient. It's a free service. I had somebody say to me the other day, Elliot, said they didn't use Personal Shopper because they thought it was a paid service. Not a paid service. 888-835-2237. Absolutely free. So give them a shot. Especially, they really are great helpers, especially at this time of the year when you got so much on your plate and you need a little help. So check out the personal shopping team. All right. Now, the bracelet that we have coming up next, there are 2 of them, and they're both the bars. We had the necklace at the beginning of the show. Do we still have that out?
I could grab it.
Yeah, grab one for me if you would. And we have the earrings coming up in just a little bit at the end of the hour, and they are all the same silhouette. So instead of being a traditional ingot shape, these are just little flat sort of tablets or bars. Now, you've got a choice with the gold or the sterling silver and they both have an insert clasp. Well, if I can get it in there. Yep. 2 safety locks. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing with these. And I love when we do a series like this that's all the same design, because now the way that this is designed, you can take the bracelets on these, okay, and the clasp completely marry together. So you can use the bracelet as a bracelet, or you can also use it as an extender. Okay. So this is the necklace that we did earlier. What do you think, Elias? They fit together.
Oh, yes. Wow.
Yeah. So this is the bracelet necklace combo. Now, let me see. How much was this one? Yes. Okay.
So our necklace?
The necklace was $49.50 on 5 budget pays. Okay. So that's what I was asking, if there's a bundle and save on those. Maybe not. But you know what?
We do.
There is a bundle and
I
save.
think we have the earrings in the show as well. Yes,
yeah. Okay. So this is the only bundle and save we have. We don't have bundle and save very often in chains, because there's usually not an entire suite, 3 pieces that match together. But bundle and save, what is that?
We do the earrings after this.
Oh yeah, let's do that. So we'll do the earrings next. So when you get the bracelet by itself. Let's talk about the bracelet by itself. So the bracelet by itself is $159. Okay, that's the Shop LC price. Estimated retail, and this is about $1,000. Very high end, very beautiful workmanship, very fine attention to detail. And we like putting in the extra clasp as well because, we just figure that you're going to wear them and you don't want to lose them. So that safety clasp is really important. Now, these are different sizes, and we've got a pretty good selection in all three sizes. It looks like we may have 56, but those are just in 7 1/4. So there's a little bit of these. There's some inventory, but these sell out so fast, my friends. And this is the bracelet chain combo. Let me turn this around so you see that I'm wearing them both. Okay, so that's the bracelet chain combo, and nobody's ever going to know that you put the two together because you just put it under a collar. Or even if you do, big deal. It still looks good. It looks good. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Lots of 5 stars on this one as well. Okay, Shop LC price on this one is $159. When you type in Live 25, you save $40. Then that gets your budget pay down to $24 if you just want the bracelet. Okay, so you've got 24. You've got 24, and then you've got $49.50. We'll do the earrings as well. But right now, if you want the bracelet, it's 5 payments of $24. You go back and you get the necklace. Your budget pay for just those two would be $73.50. That's an incredible value. Come on, that's an incredible value. And it's versatile because now all of a sudden, because you have the bracelet, and at this price, you might want to get 2 bracelets. So you want to use it as an extender just for this set. You will not be able to use this as an extender for any other set. And I'll tell you why. Because these are very specific sizes. Let me show you. It's not like having a lobster claw clasp or a spring ring, which you just put on any one. So this clasp, okay, that's a very specific shape and size. That's a very specific shape and size, and they will only match on this set. But, I mean, we don't have this necklace in any other lengths. So getting 2 of the bracelets is very, very important here because now you've got multiple looks. And let me just stretch this a little bit further. If you get 3 of the bracelets, now you can do 2 bracelets as a choker and 1 as a bracelet. You got lots of variability here. I'm very excited about that. Okay, so add the earrings. Okay, the bracelet is going to be shop 11 on the bracelet. And I've got the gold bracelet here. It's become my extender on the necklace. So your bracelet is $159, but when you take off $40, which happens when you type in Live 25, it gets your bracelet down to $119, and then you have $24 on the payment. So the earrings are, let's see, how much are the earrings going to be on bundle? Okay, the earrings are going to be $89. We're going to do them next. But the Live 25 savings on them is $22.50, which gets you down to $13.50 on budget pay. Okay, so normally the budget pay would be $49.50 on the necklace. It would be $24 on the bracelet, and it would be $13.50 on the earring. So we've got 3 budget pays. So that's $87. That would be your regular budget pay. Okay. That would be $87 on your budget pay. But wait a second, because when you bundle, you do the bundle and save, and you do Live 25, okay? Instead of an $87 budget pay, let's see, hold on. Yeah, hold on. Okay, the earrings are $89.99. Hold on.
So I am having technical issues with the, looks like I'm having, with the bracelet. So if they have the same issue, I'm going to put the personal shopper number up there.
Okay.
I realized that
the bottom line is you bundle and save. You know what? I'm gonna do it on the calculator. Hold on a second,
yeah,
okay?
Put in this code.
Because I've got all my numbers here. So let me just take this apart so you can see how cool this is.
Code in.
Did you put the code in again?
I'm gonna put this other code. It's 25% off still, but
Okay.
I will let them know behind the scenes that this issue's happening.
Yeah, because bundle and save is where you take off 10% any day of the week. But bundle and save is really great because when we're doing the live streams, here's what happens.
Here you go.
The bundle and save saves you 10%, okay? But then the live 25 saves you 25%. So we're going to show you why that's an important thing. And I'm wearing the gold earrings here, so you've got all of that. So the regular price, did it work this time?
Yes. So here's their final price. And I'm letting our team know about the issue that we're having.
Okay. So the bundle and save, it goes to $579. Is that before bundle and save?
So this is for all three items, $370 with the bundle and save, and they're 25% off. And this is their budget pay, 5 budget pays.
Okay, so it's $579. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Oh, okay. So the regular price on the necklace is $329. The regular price on the bracelet is $159. Add the matching earrings for $89. Okay, so that brings you all together to $579.97. Now, seriously, when you're talking about a gift in the range of $600 and you're getting all three pieces, that's already wow, and a peanut butter sandwich. I mean, that is so good. But when you bundle and save, 10% comes off the top. Okay, so you save 10%. Then you put that in your cart, and then you type in live 25. Then you save $67.49. No, that's not right. Hold on. So $369. Okay, it goes to $369? Yes. Okay. We're having a little technical difficulty with the numbers. $369. $369.73. 73 divided by 5. Oh, okay. $73.94. So your budget pay goes from $87 on all three, 87 total. It goes all the way down to $74. So you're saving $13 on every budget pay, and you're getting the earrings and the bracelet and the necklace. Now, come on now, that's a wow factor on steroids. But you only get that when you bundle and save. And of course, it is also very much, do we have the stock? So I'm just going to hold this so you can see what this looks like. And here's what I would get 2 or 3 of the bracelets, because now you can wear one as an extender. You can wear 2 as a choker. You can wear one as a bracelet. You have endless possibilities just with this set. And they look gorgeous. They are so, so, so amazingly pretty all together. That's what we do, my friends. We are masters at the game of saving you money, okay? So the earrings are going to be shop 12. This is going to be the bracelets are shop 11. And this is going to be shop, let's see, the necklace.
So shop 12 on the earrings, and then shop 11 on the bracelet, and then shop 2 on the...
Okay, so 2, 11, and 12. So 2, 11, and 12. Okay, 2, 11, and 12. It took us a minute, but we got there. Honestly, if you just type in any of those numbers, you'll get the bundle and save option, I think, on all of those. And if you type all that in, that was a lot, I know. So thank you for hanging out with me. Just call personal shoppers, okay, and tell them you want the Live 25 bundle and save on those items. Here's the personal shopper number, 888-835-2237. All right, 888-835-2237. So I love that you're getting in on that. And the necklace, the bracelet, and the earrings, right now we have them in both the gold and the silver rhodium combo. Okay, so you've got lots of possibilities, but none of that is going to happen if you're not getting in on these right now. Wow. This is fun, y'all. This is very fun. And prices, we love giving you the incentive to save because that's just what we do. We love helping you out that way. Okay, we've got a Byzantine coming up next. So thank you again for joining us. And if you have any questions, 888-835-2237. That's going to be an absolutely fantastic way for you to start your Shop LC journey, or you come in and wherever you are and you just see how deliberate, how intentional it is. I wonder sometimes if our buying team thinks of it just like fun, like, wow, let's just get crazy. Let's just see how much we can save. I would take it as a challenge. So I love that. Are you double checking the math?
I'm setting a furniture.
Oh, okay. All right. Byzantine, when you hear the word Byzantine, gosh, you may, if you're a history buff, you may think of the Byzantine Empire, one of the wealthiest ancient cultures, history tells us. And we trace this back probably to the Ottoman Empire, that was the Byzantine era, because some historians think that this link was actually the first link used to make body armor for warriors going into battle for protection. In today's world, it's considered a luxury link because it's also known as the four corners link. Each one of these links has to marry up to the next one on all sides with four corners. So it's very complicated. And I'm telling you that as a person who, I'm terrible at sewing. I'm terrible at any of that. Crocheting, a nightmare. Knitting, couldn't even get the hang of it. Embroidery, no, can't do that. So I do have and probably too much awe for things like this. And it's the same, even if it's machine embroidery or it's hand embroidery. Either way, it's a very complicated process. And not only are there so many steps to get it right, but there are just so many steps to miss and get it so wrong. And you're going to see that these are just beautifully done. Now, this one is a little bit different because it's not just a round link. So you can see that it's got the front-facing Byzantine shape. But then on the back side, it's got this nice oval sort of design. So it's sort of flattened out. And that is what makes this very distinctive and very different, because the flatter links make it lay flat on the neckline. You've got an oversized spring ring closure. This one is going to be shop 13. And when you put this on, hold on, let's see. I'm just going to hold it for you. This is beautiful drape. And because it's flattened out, it does not roll. And I'm going to be honest with you, I love this closure. And sometimes with a manicured nail, I have to make sure that I get it in the right location. There we go. There, got it. Okay, easy peasy. Just a question of getting it all lined up. Okay. Byzantine link. If I see somebody wearing a Byzantine link, I automatically think, number one, you've got a little bit more elevated sense of jewelry history, because it's a very elegant link. And in addition to that, it just is expensive to make. I mean, you're talking about something really complex, but you're also talking about a level of legendary in this look and feel. I love that look. Sterling silver, gold overlay on top of that. So you've got 20 inches and it's 14 karat gold on top of sterling silver. What an amazing metal combination. Now the weight on this one is 24.5 grams. Retail on this at around $1,800. Again, we can talk about that. We put that as our starting point, just as like putting your finger on the barometer of what's happening out there in the world of retail, because it's all kinds of craziness right now. But when you look at the Shop LC price on this one, and by the way, checking quantities, it looks like I only have 20 of these. 20 inches as well, so beautiful and wonderful as a solo piece. Your Shop LC price, when it goes back to the Shop LC price, is $159.99. But because you're tuned in, we're going to give you an extra 25% off. That 25% savings in dollars translates to $40. I'm excited about a $40 savings because it drops the price of this down to $119.99, but it's time sensitive. It's good for 48 hours only. So at $119.99, when we divide that by 5 budget pays, your budget pay goes down to $24. About 75 cents a day, 80 cents a day for 5 months. That is a good looking chain. It's one of those chains, if you know the history of this material, this design, it sort of says world traveler. When I see somebody wearing a Byzantine, I almost want to go up and say, hey, where'd you get that? Because there's almost always a story to it. Oh, I bought it when I was on holiday here, there, wherever, some exotic place. And so it becomes that sort of piece. But $24 on budget pay, and you also locked in the live stream price when you make that first budget pay. All the rest of your budget pays go down to $24. Regular budget pay on this is $32. And if you look at how you spend your money and where it's going out to, $8 I consider that a big amount. That's a big amount for me. I look at that, and that's the way when I make my money work, then I know that my money's doing what I need it to do, and that is it works for me, it brings me value. And gosh, $24 on budget pay, that's amazing. If I saw this on a neckline at a party, and I got bold enough to say, well, how much does that set you back? I would never ask unless I knew the person a lot. How much does that set you back? And they said 24. I would probably just think $2,400. I'm like, well, okay, I can see that, because here's the thing. It looks like gold. Now, I'm not crying because it's gold over silver. It's still really, really amazing in how it looks and feels, but it's done so beautifully that it looks like a gold piece. You won't buy it for $2,400 if it's gold, not if it's 24 grams. I mean, that's where we are in today's world. Not only does this just look absolutely fabulous, and in its own right, it's a beautiful piece, but it just looks like so much more money on your neckline. Yeah, it does not look like 5 payments of $24. Even just considering gold and sterling, it doesn't look like 5 payments of $2,400. It looks rich. It looks luxurious. I don't know. Sort of looks old money, don't you think? Old money, new money, a lot of money. Well, yeah, it looks like a lot of money, but it's really, really gorgeous. All right, only 11 of those to go around. And the spring ring closure is wonderful. It's got the ends are finished nice and flat as well. So the way that this will fit on your neckline just gives you a wonderful jewelry experience all the way around. Listen, I get it. There's some people in their jewelry collection, they don't do gemstones. I get it. That's okay. I'm just saying. But when you just want to wear a chain, or you just want to collect, precious metal, it's really wonderful to have at least one piece that really shows up in sort of a classy, elegant, understated way. And that Byzantine, you could close your eyes and pick any of these pieces. They're just gorgeous. All right, we're going to take a walk down the whimsy side, because this is just too dadgum cute.
Now, we do have a question, which I'm not sure about, but maybe.
Let's see.
We have Alice joining.
Hey, Alice.
Facebook commenting, do you do stretch pay?
That's what we call budget pay. So budget pay is making the payments, and we do have 5 budget pays on everything in the show. Everything is free shipping. Alice, here's how you do it. You're going to see at the top of your screen an item number. So are we still on the Byzantine? Okay, the Byzantine is shop 13. So Alice, if you're interested in this one, down in the chat box below, you simply type in shop 13. The shop LC, and you hit send. Shop LC website will send you back a link to this item, and then you click the buy now. It'll go into your shopping cart, and when you check out, use the code LIVE25, and then you simply choose the budget pay option. That will automatically slice that into 5 easy payments for you, okay, on any of these pieces. Everything we've had today has been 5 payments. If you want more, you can either send me a quick message, or Elias will drop the number for the live stream for the personal shopper team, 888-835-2237. Yeah, 888-835-2237. So there it is, okay? And they'll help you get set up, okay? And Alice, join the Shop LC VIP page on Facebook. It's free, okay? And it's a great way to talk to other Shop LC family members and fans about the Shop LC jewelry process, okay? So Shop LC VIP page, but first, get this in your cart, 888-835-2237. Thanks for writing in. It's nice to meet you. Okay. She sells seashells on the Shop LC live stream. And when she gets it home, she puts it on her wrist, and then she goes to the seashore. There you go. I have a 7-year-old grandson, and it's really fun to go back and review some of those tongue twisters with him, because they are tongue twisters. He does get tangled up, and it is funny. And then you get tangled up, and you have a good laugh. But this is just beautiful. These gorgeous little scallop shells are just so gorgeous. Lots of diamond cutting on there. So beautiful detail on every single one. You've got a polished and enclosed backside, which means every single link has that gorgeous bright polish on there. That's the backside of it, by the way. That's the front side with all the diamond cutting. And you've got an insert box clasp on this as well. Now, I think we only have 2 sizes on this one, but we'll double check. Altogether, now this is brand new, and things that have a sea, a surf, sun, surf, and sand, a beach vibe are very popular things here at Shop LC. The everyday price on this one is $119. Although if you were getting off a cruise ship and walking across the sand to that little gift shop there on the beach, you might see it at $600 or $700 because there's a lot of silver and a lot of detail. So the silver in this is 13.5 grams. And I think we have 2 sizes. We'll double check on that as well.
We only have the one size.
Oh, we only have the one. Okay. Okay. So they're all going to be 7¼ inches. You type in Live 25. The Shop LC price is $119. Live 25 is going to save you $30. So that means your price goes down to $90. And that means when you split that into 5 payments, it's about $18 on the budget pay. Okay, $18 on the budget pay. And so pretty. You're getting ready to head off in January or December to that little bit of sun and surf and sand because you're taking your winter break, your winter getaway. Show up at the beach wearing your seashells, okay? This, you might be spoiled for life. You might never go into a beach gift shop again, ever, ever, ever. But that's just beautiful. All right, the budget pay on that, is $17.99, $18. $18 on your budget pay. Yeah, that's wonderful. Oof, my goodness, my goodness. It's all about precious metal and how much design and style and detail that we can bring you in every single piece. So thank you all for joining us. Live stream prices are incentivized. They're good for 48 hours. And that's a big window. You know, the things that we do on television, it's only a 24-hour offer. It ticks away. It goes away. Sign up for the update so that you know what's going on. And please reach out to the Personal Shopper team at 888-835-2237. Remember, we have our pre-Thanksgiving giveaway going on, and somebody's going to win an Apple Watch today. If you enter every day, there's one giveaway every single day. So get out there and type something. I would enter even if I don't use an Apple Watch. I would still enter just because the prize is so big, and you know somebody that will use that. You do. You've got a neighbor or somebody that can use that for sure. Okay, my friends, we are moving and grooving. This is another chain that is really, really popular out there on the silhouette today's world, and this one is going to be 7¼ No, hold on. Okay, this one is Italian made. This is a little bit of an elongated link as well, so it actually looks a little bit more like the size of a little mini baby paperclip, except you have this huge lobster claw clasp in there as well. So beautiful design on that. This one is going to be 22 inches. 20 inches. Yep, 20 inches. And there's a cool thing that happens sometimes with a large clasp on a paperclip necklace. Sometimes you can move that clasp to turn it into kind of a lariat or a Y style, and you can definitely do that here. Now, regular retail $689. Shop LC regular price is $119. So I love these for that very reason. Anytime there's a larger clasp, you can change the length of that in a heartbeat. So fully extended, you've got 20 inches, but if you needed to wear it, gosh, at any length whatsoever, you could do that. Let's say you're going to wear something to that holiday party that's got a little bit more of kind of a plunging neckline. Oh, hang on. You can turn this around and do a little lariat style on it. And if you wanted to come back in and add a little charm to that, you easily could do that as well. But I don't want this to disappear inside my shirt, so flat, pop, there you go. So you can adjust this however you need it. And if you wanted to wear this, seriously, something that's a little bit more plunging on the neckline or a little bit more open, you just want to wear that against your skin, it's really a great look. A Y necklace. Okay, why not is what I'm going to say. Yeah, why not? Because, and this is such a great silhouette. You know, this is really great. You remember back in the 80s when we actually made paperclip necklaces out of paper clips and they were just a thing? Or we made jewelry out of safety pins? Okay, put down the safety pins and pick up the sterling silver paperclip necklace. This one is actually very heavy. It's 15.3 grams, so half an ounce of beautiful sterling silver and an oversized lobster claw clasp as well. Make this everyday wearable. Your regular price at Shop LC is $119. Live 25 saves you $30. $30. It makes your budget pay plummet all the way down to $18. Your budget pay would normally be on this $30. You're saving $12 on every single budget pay. You lock in the price, you lock in the savings, and you lock yours in. We sell a ton of these because they are beautiful. They're wonderful just on their own, but they're also easy to stack and layer as well. This one is a little bit larger, so none of these have been teeny tiny chains today. These are all chains that show up, they stand out, they make a statement, they look lovely. Take a look at that. That is so nice. And I've seen some of you have sent in pictures with this link wrapped around a boot. Some of you have, I've seen somebody sent in a picture of the day and they turned it into a hat band. So, the possibilities are endless with these paperclip chains. All right, your budget pay goes down to $22.49. That's not even $1 a day. So you save because we are not regular retail. You save even more because we're just so thankful and grateful that you're tuned into the live stream, and we want you to come back to live streams. We do, so we incentivize it. This is a very heavily discounted piece with a $30 savings on top of an already great price at $119.99. All right, I walked into a store at the mall the other day, Elias, and beautiful display, walls covered with all sorts of silver tone and gold tone stuff, and not a single bit of it was real gold or silver. Not a single bit of it. You would pick this out, add some charms, do this, do that, hundreds of dollars. And there was no precious metal in it at all, at all. I know it probably sounds terrible. You probably think, wow, she's got an opinion, doesn't she? And I do, but it's based in value and it's based on long-term, what do I get for my dollar? You can buy something just because it looks pretty, but does it have a monetary lifespan? Some of those fashion pieces, a lot of fashion pieces are DOA. They're done. The minute that you trade your money for it, you just gave your money away. I'm not anti-fashion jewelry, okay? I'm not anti-fashion. I'm not anti-accessorizing, but I am very, very pro-value, okay? And that's anything that I say is definitely from that standpoint. I just want you to think about the long-term effects because sterling silver and gold and platinum are always going to outlive just 99.999% of anything that's just strictly done for the sake of fashion. And I'm not saying don't do anything that's just for fashion. If you want fashion jewelry, just silver tone and gold tone, this is the best place to shop because we've got many, many items, hundreds, maybe thousands of items in a price point of under $10. And we show off. We show up and stand out on Fridays. The entire show on Fridays is almost always every single item under 10. So yeah, I'm not anti anything, but there's a different way that you can put those pieces and puzzle parts together so that you come out on top every single time. Okay. The oval link is an oval link. And when I touch this and when I feel this and when I see it move, it reminds me of what some people just refer to as a Singapore. It also has, the puzzle rings where you've got multiple layers that kind of blend and roll back together, roly-poly. It kind of feels like that as well. But it's this beautiful sort of loosely woven tumble jumble of individual links, and every single link has to be connected, soldered, and finished, and then every single link has to be polished top, bottom, north, south, east, west, every single angle, because you see every angle of this chain because they're not tightly woven together. There's no corners, there's no hidden spots. All of this is open for sparkle and twinkle as the light hits it, and it just is another one of those pieces that just looks fabulous. They're really, really nice. The everyday price on this, well, let's talk about regular retail, $700. Go to the blue box store, the gold box store, the red box store, the black box store, any design house that specializes in jewelry, and they're going to charge you a big price for this because they've got expensive rent and expensive wrapping paper and expensive this and that's and ever. We're very, very, very frugal minded. We work really hard to make sure that we don't give you the fancy, the this is and the that's, and celebrity endorsements. It's just real people talking about real value and real savings every single item, every single time. 100%. We are all in, my friends, all in. So if I saw this in the window at the fancy store and I said, $600, $700, $800, I wouldn't think anything about it. But here's the thing. You're getting precious metal, and you're getting a lot of it, and you're getting an expensive manufacturing process, and it's beautifully finished. I mean, the execution on this is top notch. This one is 20 grams, so it's about 2/3 of an ounce. And I love the way that these are very almost playful links, right? I love that. This one is going to be, I think, 20 inches. Mm-hmm. And let's talk savings, all right? $82.50 is what this price goes down to when you type in Live 25. The live stream price saves you 25%. Our everyday price on this is $109, which is just silly. $109. Hang on, I'm going to take this off. Live 25. Where's my clasp? There it is. Live 25. What a deal. You are in the right place at the right time. See, don't you think that looks a little bit like a Singapore? All those links, this beautiful cascade. And you can see how beautifully they're lined up. All right, Live 25, and it goes from $119 down to $90. So you save 30 smackaroos. Then you get 5 budget pays, which takes it down to 18. Oh, it takes it down to $16.49? Well, I got my math wrong. 109. Oh, I did get it wrong. 109, $82.50. Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong line. $16.50 on the budget pay. You will wear this forever and forever and forever. It is just that piece. It's important to have a piece like this in your wardrobe. We all wake up on that day and we go, oh gosh, there's just not a right side of the bed, but you still have to crawl out and show up and do what you got to do, right? On a day like that, an accessory like this adds instant elegance. It adds instant beautiful finish, beautiful look, gorgeous silhouette. My friends, this is a $27.50 savings, which means your budget pay is about $16.50. Hold on, I'm just going to figure that out. That's crazy. I'm going to do 30 days divided by $16.50. Nope, hold on. 30 days divided by Gazenta. That's not right. No, $16.50 divided by 30 days. I got them topsy-turvy, y'all. Elias, Can I borrow 2 quarters and a nickel?
2 quarters and a nickel.
This is 55 cents a day. 55 cents a day. Did you just get, Elias, did you buy this? You should buy this.
I'm liking it.
I know. This is really, really pretty.
I was actually liking it on shop one, and then this one is similar to the but the links are very beautiful.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little Singapore. You can see if you hold it to the camera, you can see that they all fall in line. They kind of have that sort of rope kind of drizzle, kind of like a rope, a Singapore, a Byzantine. Yeah. 55 cents a day. Now, if that doesn't prove affordability, you look at 55 cents a day, there's no room in that price for a celebrity endorser. You know why? I'll tell you why. You know who the celebrities are at Shop LC? You and you and you and you and you. We love bringing you these deals. It's just so amazing. So amazing. All right, we're going to move and groove. And remember, please go and check out that the bar chain, the bar necklace, because the necklace, the bracelet, and the earrings, there's a bundle and save on those that you're going to miss if you're not getting in on these. Okay, we're going to do 2 pieces, and then that's the last of the deal. And we got to bring you a classic. I have seen this showing up now, Elias, in more and more collections. That is amazing. You've got Italian quality on that. And you've got an extender, which you very rarely see. This is a very low sitting, it's not exactly a snake chain. It's not exactly, it's just gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to talk about what it is here in just a second. But when you look at the sheen on that, that's amazing. 18 inches, but you've got an extender, so 18 to 20 inches. And it just is absolutely fantastic. It's got a slight dome on the back, so it's not really a herringbone because it's not flat. It's got a little bit of a domed edge to it. So it's going to almost have the look and feel of a collar. Now, if somebody sees you wearing this, they are not going to think that is sterling silver because it has 14 karat yellow gold on top of it, and it looks amazing. Okay. Shop LC, regular price on this, retail should be about $500. Very, very acceptable, very believable, very doable. The Shop LC price on this one is $99. And this is where it's just going to get crazy. $99.99. But when you type in Live 25, this is 12.87 grams. When you type in Live 25, you save $27.50. It brings your price down to $74.99. Oh, no, wait a second. This is $99? Oh, I got my math wrong. So it's $99. I have it at $109. I'm sorry, I'm too high on that. $99.99. You type in Live 25, you save $25, 25%. Then you split it up into 5 payments of $15. Yeah. That's and it's diamond cut on top of that. So it's not just simply a chain. It's got this beautiful sort of almost kind of a basket pattern or a basket weave pattern, kind of a crosshatch pattern on that chain as well. And the extender is a game changer. Lobster claw clasp is the upgrade on that one as well. So yeah, that's about 50 cents a day. That's 50 cents a day. And it's going to have the look and feel of a herringbone, but it's got that little bit of a raised edge, that curved edge. So it makes it really super comfy to wear. One of the slinkiest, brightest chains you will ever wear. Not only because it's just that link, but then you've got the extra finesse on the metal itself. So gorgeous. All right, last look and final call on that. All right, this piece is sometimes referred to as the crescent moon. And we've got it's just simply on a cord. This is just a pendant by itself. And this is our end of the show special. We did the earrings a little bit early because they were part of a bundle and save. But here you have your beautiful silver horn. Some people call it a horn. Said to look a little bit like an ox horn, the horns of an oxen. Some people refer to it as a moon or a naga as well, and it's considered a good luck sign. Your price on this one, and it's 7.35 grams, is amazing. Your price on this one should be $69.99, but we are taking off 25%. You type in the code LIVE25, and this is a big piece. When I first saw the picture on this, Elias, we've done this design in shape before, but it's sometimes been a little bit smaller. But this is a really great 3D effect because it's a hollow form piece, and you can see that veil is big enough even for maybe a Bali chain. All right, $69.99. Originally, the budget pay is $17.50. When you type in Live 25, your budget pay goes from $17.50 to $13. So that's an instant savings, but it's only good for 48 hours. It goes from $69.99. Type in Live 25, and it's $52.49 on the savings. This one is Shop 18, and it's our last one for the show this morning. My friends, thank you all so much for joining us on the live stream shows. You can watch the live stream shows on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and don't just have fun. Come on into the world of shopping and saving like never before. This is the only place that you're going to get these kind of deals, and this happens 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We also have many great items behind the scenes. You can also reach out to the personal shopper team at 888-835-2237 if you're looking for something specific, or if you have a question about budget pay or availability or sizing. All of the items have a full photo album online at shoplc.com. All right, my friends, my name is Becky Booker. Stay tuned. Loretta's coming up with the Faith Collection, and I'll see you on the regular TV shows bright and early on Friday, which is Friday morning. But in the meantime, our next Gem Fest is coming up on December the 19th, and you can still get registered and get ready. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye, y'all. Have a great day. Yeah.